Whether you realize it or not, our lives are somewhat surrounded by effective mistake proofing. Whether that is rumble strips on the motorway that wake us up if our car starts to drift, car petrol tanks that won't allow diesel nozzles to fit in a petrol car, assuming you can get to a petrol pump at all these days, that is. ATMs to make you remove your bank card before you get your cash. Or my personal favourite, which is white ceiling paint that goes on pink and dries white so you won't miss spots. Oh, and those little plastic tripods that sit in the middle of your takeaway pizza boxes, they stop the lid of the box touching the pizza so the cheese doesn't stick to the lid. Now, how many of you listening have only just found out what that little white tripod on your pizza is for? And effective continuous improvement cultures adopt this approach to mistake proofing. One where the focus shifts from it being impossible for the mistake to happen and detection is only used as a last resort. But before I move on, let me just briefly explain these different levels. So elimination would be to remove the need to complete the problematic task. So if the mistake was remembering to switch something off, then eliminating the problem would be an automatic shut off. So think, sensor taps and sensor lights, for example. Prevention would be to ensure that mistakes cannot be made or the mistake doesn't become a defect. So, for example, not letting you continue with filling in a form until you've completed all the mandatory fields on the screen you're on, or word processors these days. If you make a spelling mistake, it corrects you for you. So you've already made the mistake, but the machine corrects it. And detection is about picking up mistakes once they've been made. Detection is particularly ineffective mistake proofing technique because it's often detected too late. And mistake detection can hide behind many names. So checking, inspections, approvals, audits, supervision. And what many people don't recognize is how ineffective that checking actually is. But imagine how many of your customer problems you could solve with effective mistake proofing by focusing on elimination and prevention, and how good your services could be. And there is so much creative energy to be exploited from your people when it comes to mistake proofing. You just have to give them the time, space, and inspiration to do it.